Hi all, welcome back to the greenhouse. We got our big compost tea container boiling and bubbling away in here. Not boiling, certainly not boiling. We're sitting about 62 degrees. The rainwater was icicly when I dumped it out of the collection buckets. Had about 2 inches of ice, so. Then I put about 10 gallons of rainwater and about, what are we sitting at? 10 gallons of RO water. Here's my 55 gallon silicone heat band. That's how I heat the water up. That's a 1200 watt heat band. You got to make sure that it stays in contact. It has to be in contact with the plastic or your metal container, whatever. And then I put that on the solar program. So we're just filling up our boogie brew. This was the base. Really easy. 1 cup of base, 1 cup of boost. And that's a little heavy for 20 gallons, but whatever. I always do a cup, and I usually do about 30 gallons, but this batch is going to be a little light on the water. It's winter time. My dragon fruits aren't chugging all that much liquids, even though we're maintaining 60 in here. We gave them a drink about 2 weeks ago, just plain water. And let me see if I can find the stick. I use the screwdriver. Let's see how far down we can push. Oh yeah, she's going in pretty dang far. It's pretty dry in there too, so yeah, we gave them a drink about 2 gallons of water each. 20 gallon, 21 gallon container got about a gallon to 2 gallons each, so 10% over 2 weeks. That dries out really quick. So I'm not trying to get these things into being dormant or I don't want them being dormant. That's why I keep them over 60 during the winter, and I keep the lights on in here. So yeah, we don't want them to be dormant. So we're going to feed them some compost tea and keep them on the right track. So we got 1 cup of base, 1 cup of boost. I'm going to put a little bit of boogie black in here as well. Boogie black is black soldier fly frass. That it helps excite the what is it? It helps make the plants release their enzymes that says they're getting attacked by pests, so that they're more pest resistant and ready to take the abuse from the pests that are out there. So yeah, I put about a half a cup of black soldier fly frass into my bag, my tea bag. We're gonna take we got Earthshine. We're not gonna do a big dose of Earthshine. Earthshine is who makes it? It's a not Earthshine, Green and Grow product. It's a compost accelerant, rejuvenates soil, trace minerals. It's a biochar blend that has some worm castings in there, so it's good stuff. We're not putting a lot in. We'll just put about a little less than a half a cup. And I'll put in some of my own worm castings as well. What else do I put? I put a tablespoon of glacier rock dust. That is a Gaia Green. product. I put a tablespoon of basalt rock dust. In my tea bag. And what else do I put in there? Sometimes I put the crab and lobster. Yeah, I'll give them some. Sorry if I'm bumping the camera. This is a crab and lobster crab meal. And I need to get some of that for the wormies, because we've been neglecting. A good little shaker jar for that, for the wormies. And I think that's all I'm gonna add, minus I gotta grab a scoop of castings out of bin number 1. Hopefully there ain't no wormies in there. We will double check, make sure we didn't put any worms in. They look like castings to me. The tea bag's going to get emptied out into my compost pile anyway, but I didn't want to put any wormies in the drink. Yeah, that was just castings. And I think we're gonna call it that. I'm not gonna put any Seaberg guano. We don't need to. I only do that when I'm flouring or flour tea. And I'm not putting any lime, so we're good there. Let me check this screen here. 8 minutes, alright. So we're going to take our bag. It's halfway submerged. We're going to open our bag. We're going to grab our bag of mix. We're going to pour it to the bottom of our tea bag. Get all that good stuff out. Okay, now you take your tea bag. This one is made by Tea Lab. Make I think a 500 micron bag. And you definitely want to fold this more times than twice. 3 or 4 or 5 flips of this opening is best. If you don't have that sealed well, you'll find out, because all that stuff will be leaked into there and you'll be clogging up the holes in your watering can. You'll be clogging up if you transfer into a bucket and use a bucket pump. So I just sit here and I stir it until all the stuff in the bag is wet. I don't want it to float to the top of the bag where that seam is. I prefer all this stuff to stay down on the bottom of the tea bag and get bubbled out. So we take our clip onto our fancy little clasp, and our temperature says 62. I am going to plug this band in because I unplugged it when I went inside. Alright, if you look there, yeah, it really makes my my inverter work. When I got the lights on, they're pulling about 400 watts, and with the 1200 watt heater, we're sitting about 1600, give or take 100 or 2, so almost 2 kW of a load on the inverter and the battery. So the heater band thankfully doesn't stay on full time. The heater band will come on for about 2 or 3 minutes, and it will get hot enough that this thermocouple right here will open the circuit in here. That's a switch, temperature regulated switch, goes from like 90 degrees to 300 degrees. So so the resistive band will come on and get cooking hot, like you don't even want to touch it. So and then the thermocouple will tell it to open. And then the load on the inverter kicks down to nothing, like 400 watts, which is a tenth of its capacity instead of half of its capacity. And yeah, there's the I can get a light here, and you can already see that yeah, we got some color to it. Alright guys, so there's my boogie brew in the winter.